unknown.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of an X factor actually on this card here, Coney. His favorite game series, Resident Evil. You know he hasn't been playing Smash this weekend. He's been jamming out with Resident Evil 8 for sure. For sure. There's no point. Second, third playthrough,
Absolutely.
maybe? Second, third playthrough. You don't know, man. Skittles might be a little rusty coming in here, but JDV, great Pac-Man player. Watched him play before. A couple good Pac-Man players actually in this bracket we'll get into later, but this is going to be a projectile-heavy one, Coney. We're going to get started already. PS2, you already know what it is.
Yeah, this one might be a bit of a slower pace match. I mean, I've seen some Young Links, actually Skittles among them, that can really turn up the pace of a match when needed. But I think against Pac-Man, it really does not behoove you to push your advantage way too much, because he can turn. He's like a judo fighter. He uses your momentum against him. Like, if you have him at the ledge and he has that chip in his hand, you have to back up. You can't try to force the issue, because you'll be taking 70%.
Nice. Yeah, I love this projectile play from Skittles. Always have, you know, since he kind of started. But the mix-up between the boomerangs, the bombs, and the arrows is all you really need to know about Skittles gameplay. Here he goes. Bomb forcing the jump, going off stage. Look at that nair, too. Can't sleep on Young Link's nair. Look, he scoops with the up B. I love it. He could have gone for the back air, but he went for the KO move instead. Really good stuff there from Skittles.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, all right, this is a little bit more free damage. This is, you know, just a little bit knockoff reset. But no, he goes for the up B to push him off even more. Just shows that, like, the best players of characters like Young Link, everybody has had a pocket Young Link at some point or another, but it really feels like Skittles understands all the options he has at any given moment, and the decision-making to be able to pull that off that quickly is just very talented. You can see him with a little bit extra damage, that grounded up B. And again, I'm wondering, like, is Skittles currently in Pacific Northwest? Because I know he's from Nebraska initially, but is he there for, like, school maybe? Or, like, you know, I'm just curious now.
Yeah, not 100% sure on what's going on there, but what I am 100% sure about is the confidence that Skittle has going off stage.
Yeah.
The down air. Look at that conversion, Coney. That's the name of the game with a character like Young Link. And why I think he kind of has a hard time online. He has that, like, kind of projectile thing where he's a little more annoying to deal with. Which is a lot, because his central gameplay is just really, really difficult to deal with both projectiles. Yeah. But his conversion game is really tough. Nice, dude. Matchup awareness there, knowing that the arrow is going to hit the hydrant. I don't know if he knew it was going to kill, but I mean, Pac-Man was at a really high percentage. You might as well take the damage, retake the stage, and he got a stock for it too. Yeah.
That's right now, 86-23. Yeah, Skittles not even at 100% yet. This one looking locked away, unfortunately for JDV. And we've talked about it in previous weeks, but Pac-Man kind of low on the list of sort of the robbery characters, you know? He's got some goofy stuff, but it's all to rack up percent. It's not really to get kills out of nowhere. He's just not that kind of character, so trying to steal 3 stocks off of Skittles is going to probably be insurmountable for this game. We might start trying to think about the next one. And we thought this match would be slow, but, like, this one might be, you know, only a couple of minutes here.
Nice. Look at the cross up there, too. He goes for the down throw, and then immediately you think, oh, he's going to up air, he's going to wait for an air dodge, and then up air, or up smash or something. But here's a turnaround boomerang instead, like, looking for the conversions. Like, this character's so sick. The day one stuff that you kind of are used to looking for just doesn't really work anymore. So looking for the cross-ups and the conversions is going to be good. Nice down air, too. Look at all the hitboxes coming out, Coney. Securing that first stock. Nice job by JDV against the #1 seed in this bracket, by the way, is Skittles.
You can see right now, 89% JDV going to have to, inch and claw his way back into this match, which I don't know. Oh, there we go. A little bit of 32 off 1 conversion. Not bad. He doesn't want to use Pac-Man's grab there, and who can blame him? Trying to pop that forward air out of shield, but he doesn't get anything off that punish. And it feels like those small mistakes are going to add up. He's going to use that side B. And I think Skittles may be a little bit too eager to get these kills. You can see him going for the up Bs, going for the up smashes. He's got enough chips to play with that he can just kind of throw this stuff out. But JDV, if he wants to tear this one away, he has to take those opportunities.
He's styling right now. Skittles riding the wind, you know, riding the water a little bit, kind of going for these. It's kind of flashy, honestly. I don't know if he's trying to be flashy or if that's just the way that he goes for the KOs, but it's looking good. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Nice roll in there. I thought he was done. That down air is so active. I can't believe that didn't connect. Bombs.
It was a good roll in. It was a good forward tilt, too, but didn't really lead to anything good. Neutral air out of shield. JDV showing us some stuff, looking strong. He's taken 60% on this stock, I think. So if he can take this will be good momentum into the second game. Maybe if he can take the stock, it'll do even more. It's that side B. He might be gone. Nope.
Yeah, Magnet hands the down air didn't connect there. Just a little bit of a misconnection from JDV. Looking for the bell, doesn't connect. Oh, I think he's just trying to drop shield, honestly. I don't know if he was trying to parry, but either way, still alive in a second stock, but JDV is really racking up the damage. That's the thing with Pac-Man is that his win conditions are always kind of telegraphed. Either you're belling or you're going to switch and go to the key. You know what I mean? Like, it's one or the other in terms of the projectiles you're going to use. So you switch to the key, look for it here, try to catch him jumping, getting nervous on the platform. It doesn't happen, though. Yep, all the time. Yep.
Now I'm eating my words because I said this might be kind of quick, and now we're at the 2-minute warning because JDV is. I think the play here is you're probably not going to win this, but maybe you can frustrate him or at least get data, like exhaust him into the second game. Because Pac-Man's win, if we go into the sort of the realm of mental exhaustion, Pac-Man can win over the course of a set. So we're going to see JDV trying to use that to his advantage, trying to take at least one more stock. Skittles realizing he doesn't really have to approach. Skittles, basically, I mean, there's less than 100 seconds on the clock. Skittles doesn't have to do anything, and he's not.
Yeah. No, to approach here. I mean, he's been approaching a little bit and just kind of getting, like we said, he's going with those up smashes, looking for up Bs, all this stuff to kind of get the KO, and he's gotten punished heavily for it. Pac-Man's really good at that stuff, and JDV, obviously, no exception to that rule. Wow, the bomb got the hit instead. Fortunate for Skittles there.
Oh, we're stalling. We're actually just stalling. Yeah, and JDV rightfully is like, no. And if you remember when we his only weakness, fire!
A fully charged fire arrow to the rear, dude. That's going to be it. Wow, that was a JDV.
Right up your bum.
Yikes. Yeah, so really good job there by Skittles securing out that game one because you can't let that game one get away from you. Suddenly, JDV has realized really how to play the matchup, and he was doing it really well when he didn't have the lead, when he was playing from behind. So I think we're going to be looking for chat right now. That's one of the funniest win screens I've ever seen in my life. Who does that?
It was very good. Just right in the back. That hurts. But you know, remember when we were talking about like Pac-Man having robbery? I look at something like that, and if that's like a Bowser at 190 and you're coming down on your last stock, I might be like, oh no. Yeah. You know what I mean? He might hit you 5 times. Pac-Man, I'm like, don't get hit by Bell. And you can get hit by Bell if you're in the air, because what is he going to do? Back air you? Like, Pac-Man has such sort of tight corridors he can inch those out. So his win condition becomes, like you said, very telegraphed, very easy to see. So Skittles kind of had that one locked away since the first and second stock, but JDV certainly getting a lot of data and a lot of information going into the next one. I definitely think he's in a good spot here for game 2.
Pac-Man does have really good damage output too. The Galaxian obviously is like a free 40 to 50 depending on when you hit them at 0. And then Young Link too, his recovery can certainly be sniped off stage, and Pac-Man's forward air, all these other tools, he can kind of make, you know, these big plays, but, you know, obviously Skittles going to be very ready to avoid those. But here we go, Coney. Game 2 going to be coming up on the small battlefield. For the Galaxian, of course, the classic. Oh, he went for a down air? Okay. His combo routes are crazy.
I'm always interested when I see people, like, shuffle from PS2 to small battlefield, because, like, ostensibly the stages have a very similar layout, but they are different in some crucial ways, just the biggest of which just being it's a little bit smaller. I do think the tighter zones probably do favor Pac-Man a little bit more, just because it's like at a certain point in that last game, Skittles' win condition was like secured. He didn't have to approach. He didn't have to do anything. Maybe here JDV can kind of force the issue a little bit more, but all we're seeing is Skittles being able to change up gears, aggress himself, and this is what we've seen from him before, where he's able to turn up the juice. This dude doesn't just have to camp you.
No, not at all. And once he gets in, once he starts hitting these confirms, you have no idea. He's going to twist up your DI so much. He's going to cross you up over and over. Just a lot of good mix-ups in terms of bombs. You can see just the way he's controlling the platforms in the stage, too. It's actually been his bomb placement that's been so good. There's a couple times off stage where he goes kind of deeper in edge guard, realizes he can't get it, and just drops a bomb that's going to hit Pac-Man anyway, and like kind of keep that rinse and repeat off stage going. Back off the boomerang. It's all this stuff I'm talking about, Coney. This is like I think like the alpha Young Link play. You know what I mean? Like this is how you do it right here. The mix-ups are so good, and this is why you got to play him too. It's like a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a shift when he throws boomerang, when you beat reverse arrows. Oh, riding the wind and forward air? I thought that might have KO'd, honestly. He was going so far out there. The momentum is real.
Dude, he's just so good at tracking his opponent, following him all the way. Weird angle to be hit by that. I don't even think that was DI. I think that was just such an unfortunate angle. It was like straight right. But one of the things, it's a really minor interaction, and it's something that like didn't get a lot of attention. But if you notice, Skittles got hit by that Pac-Man side B, and he did not try to tech the stage. And I think the awareness there is super understated, because I think a lot of players would see that, instantly try to tech to panic, and they would just air dodge because they didn't bump on the stage. And as Toon Link, that's a death sentence. So Skittles has the knowledge to know, okay, this doesn't have enough knockback for me to be at, 80, 90% for this to hit. It's a small thing, but in a world where you have to be more sort of anticipatory and waiting to tech it, and you don't, it really shows game knowledge and why this dude's first seed.
Mm-hmm. And they're fighting a lot for that Hydra 2 center stage. Like, a lot of projectiles flying at it, so it depends. Like, there's a couple down tilts. You got to know exactly, like, which one of your moves can break the Hydra in 2 hits, 1 hit. And sometimes you kind of have to estimate, based on how much Pac-Man damage has been done to it, too. So I think Skittles has done a great job at that. I got to get JDV, though. He's really good once he gets Toon Link, or Young Link off stage. He does a great job edge guarding Skittles, which is not easy to do, because any top player who is good with a character with a bad recovery, they do everything they can to make it back to that stage. Oh, there you go. There's the awareness. There you go.
Yeah. Yep. Pops out a little pill for himself. Has a nice little snack. Feeling a little famished. Yeah, JDV's, I really like his combo routes, and I really like the way that he's not scared to, go off stage and try to chase Skittles down. That is really where Young Link can suffer more than a lot of other characters. Excellent pickup on that forward smash on the tech.
That's the way to do it. And I like the way, actually, that JDV was playing, because Skittles took his item, which is a huge part of Pac-Man's game plan. If you take the item away, you can't charge it up. Kind of loses a lot of either damage potential or win conditions, all that stuff. A lot of his gameplay is just based around that neutral B. Pressure, though, coming out from JDV. Good follow-up there, too. In an aerial out of the second hit of Galaxian. Very nice. Here we go, though. Coney, we're going back to it is what it is. Last stock, they're both going to be doing this. Oh, good movement on the platform, though.
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes left, and we might go down to the last 30 seconds, depending on how these two play it. We've seen JDV slow things down to a crawl. The gears start grinding to a halt, and he might opt to do that again, especially because he's not at the same disadvantage he was last time. It's only 9%.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, it might matter. This might go to time. Like, this is the percentage differential. Oh, look for the forward air. Wow, what an up air, man. Contorting the hurt box just slightly and getting a punish. That was so sick. Look at that arrow, though, man. He's such a sniper. Hold on. Oh, he turned around there. Okay.
If you're JDV, you gotta be, like, you do not want to be near Skittles, because I feel like Skittles is always winning in the CQC. Skittles is always winning the scramble over and over. Catches him on the left side. Excellent forward air. Skittles takes game 2.
Nasty, dude. He has done such a good job punishing the Pac-Man side B, like with a bomb, like just putting it in the perfect spot. That was so nasty, man. Nasty stuff. Young Link closing out the game. Skittles closing out the game. That's game 2 on the board. 2-0 lead on JDV's own counter pick too, Coney, which is big.
Yeah. I mean, like, now JDV is sort of backed into a corner, because you tried your first counter pick, didn't work out. He might have another thing up his sleeve, but I honestly think Small Battlefield was a great choice for him. Might opt to just go back. Again, I just feel like Skittles is consistently winning in the scrambles in the short range, and Pac-Man he usually can box people out there between neutral air, between jump out of shield, forward air. Like, Pac-Man's usually pretty good at that, but JDV just has not found the secret to doing anything here. Has already taken 46 in the first 10 seconds.
It's just every time that Skittles is lining up these boomerangs, I feel like it's so calculated. Like, it's not just I'm gonna hit you with a boomerang. It's how does he do it? Look at the bombs too. Cutting off the recovery from Pac-Man is so important, man. I didn't know it was this possible. It's so good from Skittles. I guess Young Link just kind of has the tools to do it, or can have the tools to do it if you know the matchup as well as Skittles does.
Yeah, he's got enough stuff to, like, stuff it out, I think. Even if you're not directly, like, hitting him out of it, at least you're sort of stalling it for a second or tacking on a little bit of residual percent that could add up over time. You can see that back air not really converting into anything, but excellent riding of that water for another back air. JDV only 3% behind and has now taken the lead. This might be the earliest lead he's had in a game. Let's keep in mind, he was down, like, I think 0 to 60, 70 or something at the beginning of this game, and now look at how things have shifted. He's looking so good here. Doesn't tech, though. Has to be careful. Burst through. And the key. JDV takes first blood.
What a snipe. That's exactly what JDV needed. Now we're going to see how JDV plays with the lead. I think we have an idea of how it's going to go, but he is kind of holding forward a little bit here. Okay, never mind. Snipe gets the item. perfect situation here for Skittles. Edge guard. Oh, gets the nair. What a trade. 1, a 2, 3, up B. Oh, he whipped it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, unfortunate timing on that. Had the right idea, but not the right execution. We're going to tech in. Hits the arrow into the up air. I know he was trying to tech that platform. He was mashing that R button, hoping to God to get some amount of invincibility. Please let me escape. But no, it goes right into the up air, and now we're back to even.
I really like Skittles is using Young Link's up air and down air a lot to cover the platform tech chases on the stage, and just doing a really good job with it. They're just both super active and really strong too. Actually, might not expect it, but he's hitting a lot of down airs. It's funny because when you first booted up Melee and you started playing as Young Link, you just spam that down air because it set them on fire. Remember that? And it's like the coolest move in the game, and you're like, oh, this will never be good, you know, in a competitive space. But Skittles making down air look godlike.
You can see here a little bit of slowing down Skittles, taking to the air camping Pac-Man a little bit, just jumping around trying to find his way down. Hydrant is out, creating that space, breaking things up on a Herb Dean type thing. 98%. I watched him last night. That dude went crazy. 98 here. Rolls through. Oh, tries to get the arrow, but no conversion. That would have been close.
They're so close. Like skim the top of Pac-Man's like bald head, you know? Yep. Like, he felt that. If he had hair, it would be gone after that fire arrow, you know? Oh, the footstool? What? This dude's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
51 to 133. Yeah, got a little too eager at the ledge. Really wanted to catch Skittles coming off, and you're going to pay for it.
Okay, nairing his way in. So the thing is, I feel like both these guys don't really mind the close quarters combat. The nairs they both have are just so good.
Yeah.
In those situations. Nair.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
The old circus act. Down. Oh, he made it back.
He
Good
lived.
Angle. Yeah, unreal. That's huge. That might be the set right there, Coney, honestly. It's tough to bounce back from that. I know JDV can do it for sure. He's got an opportunity here. Melon, not enough, though. Skittles still live at 125 is just a lot for Young Link.
Yeah, 125 is high, and also, like, how do you get in on this now? Because Skittles realizes, you know, all he has to do is take off this one last stock and it's over. So you could see him now sort of in the driver's seat, camping Pac-Man, sort of going around the circle. He landed the bell, but it didn't even matter because the fire arrow was out. Yeah. Oh, trying to try. Oh, I love the evasion. You saw it, right? He didn't want to come off the ledge because he saw the hydrant there. So what he says is, I'm going to eat this bomb, take a little bit of percent, go to the left. So smart by Skittles there.
Yeah, again, what we're really seeing here is a true mastery and display of matchup knowledge. Like, that is crazy stuff. But you have to, as your character right now, this is like a pop quiz for you. How do you avoid that situation with your character as Pac-Man? I'm sure it's not the way that's, unless you main Young Link, or any of the Links, really. I'm sure you're not going to be doing that. But the down air, active hitbox at the ledge, that's JDV's go-to tool for sure. He's found a lot of success with it. It makes sense, too, because you can kind of come from above against Young Link as well when he's trying to spin back to the ledge. So that's a good way to attack him. But don't get too excited here, Coney, but JDV marching his way back to a comeback. Almost 50% already on Skittles, even more now.
Yeah, we've seen JDV do really well in these situations. He's good at staying composed, whereas a lot of other players, I think, would crumble. JDV, to his credit, just understands that Pac-Man is a character that wins by inches. He's trying to do it here. Skittles just needs one more kill confirmed, but I don't know.
Might see a fully charged fire arrow again. Echoes of game one.
Oh, no. Not again.
That'll never happen again. I don't think we'll ever see that again in another competitive time. What an air dodge, by the way, through the bell. That could have been a lot of trouble there, especially because he burned his double jump.
Yeah.
Young Link off stage, man. You want to see that. No double jump? I don't even know if
honestly, I think this might favor JDV a little bit because, like, yeah, Skittles is getting these projectiles, but no, he can't. Wait, he can! Okay, I was going to say he's in the air. How does he kill him? He had an idea. I feel like we're down to 90 seconds, but I don't think this is going to time, and I think this is going to favor JDV just because, like, Young Link has to get in. Pac-Man could just throw shit from afar and hope he hits you, you know?
It's true. I feel like Skittles, though, he's done such a good job avoiding the win conditions here. Ooh, and it really comes down to just the last hit, Coney, and I think that's really where Skittles over his head?
Barely. Grazed his hat.
2 down tilts does it. Good angle there, and again, it was all about that one. JDV had an opportunity to close out that game 3. It was all about how he bounced back from that, but